It's Rachel and John, and it's your Jagoff Late Night. One more time from Pizzaiolo Primo in Market Square, reminding everybody, 1, it's still open. 2, parking is easy. And 3, if you're going to have a holiday party, this second floor is really cool.
It is so cool, and it's exceptionally carbed out, and that brings me joy because who doesn't love a good carb, especially at holiday time?
What we're looking at is a stuffed banana peppers.
They look
and
so
then
good.
a pizza that has banana pepper slices on it and meatballs.
And
then one that's
prosciutto.
very healthy because it has prosciutto. Prosciutto. This Irish
Somehow
guy
you
says
get an
prosciutto.
accent whenever
And arugula. So, anyways,
so that made it healthy.
that makes it
There
healthy.
you
So
go.
make sure you come down here in Market Square. We know there's a lot of things going on here in downtown during the holidays.
Yeah.
But come over here to Market Square and say hey to the folks at Pizzaiolo.
Yeah, and like you said, it's very important to remind everybody that it's open regardless, or as Pittsburghers say, irregardless of the construction. It does not matter. So make sure you're coming. And these two guys are looking at us like, oh my God, are you going to start
When is
talking
this
to us?
over, right?
Yeah. They're
Right.
like, we'll have a beer and a drink before we get started. So we're really excited. We got to talk to John last week where he told us all things cheese, and that was lots of fun. But now we are talking to two professionals who are going to go into the niche stuff that you guys do here. So we have Chandler and Taco, better known as Taco. We don't even need to say what your real name is. And your specialties are pasta and pizza. Is that right? Yep. So welcome, obviously.
Thank you very
You are
much for
welcome.
having us.
Absolutely. We're glad to have you. And so tell us, let's start with, you're the pasta guy.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you become the pasta guy? What does that even mean? And how does it work?
You just kind of learn how to make pasta along the way. And I found myself here a couple of years ago, and it was a good transition, and it felt right.
I mean, were you always known as the pasta guy?
No. So like I've kind of done it all, but I've made pasta in the past, and this job opportunity came up, and I decided to take it, and here we are.
So is it really like, have you refined like the measurement of how much egg versus water versus flour, the type of flour?
Yeah,
Is
so
that
I've
it?
been with us for about 2 years now since we opened the other location in South Fayette, and everything has kind of become very dialed from there. Before that, it was kind of very rudimentary. I knew how to make it, and then we kind of just
Go from
carved
there.
out the details.
Yeah. And I heard John asking you before we came over here. So you make it on site at each location, or no, in a hub?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
we make it. We have 2 locations out at South Fayette and here at Market Square. I travel between both locations. I make it on site, both places.
At each day kind of thing?
Every other day. So
Okay.
I start my work week on Tuesday out at South Fayette, Wednesday here, Thursday South Fayette, Friday here, Saturday I split both locations. So I spend the mornings here and then afternoons out at South Fayette.
And then Sunday's pasta Sunday somewhere else, right?
Sunday and Monday I am off, thankfully.
Thankfully, yeah.
And do you eat
Yeah.
pasta?
I eat pasta during the week. When
Yeah.
I'm at home, I eat pasta a whole lot less.
Okay.
Are you the kind of person who, once you've made pasta, you will not go to boxed?
No.
Okay.
No. I certainly eat dried, like DiCeccio or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
As long as it's good.
Not Giant Eagle brand, right?
No.
I
Certainly
mean,
not.
thank God for that sponsorship
yeah.
not being.
Remember when we really wanted to
Right.
get in with Giant Eagle?
Well,
That's
I'm
gone.
sorry if I ruined that.
You
Okay.
did not.
But no, like after, sometimes it'll end up being like a 10-hour day just making pasta.
So you're
So
fine
like,
with throwing some
if
salt
I
and
have
water
a
in
box at home, yeah, it's not like a big deal.
In all
if I
seriousness,
just
do
throw
you
that
have a favorite? Like, is there a favorite boxed pasta? I've always wanted to have this conversation.
I like DiCeccio, but again, it's just kind of,
Yeah.
it is what it is. Like
I know.
dried box stuff is kind of dried box stuff.
Sure. But there has to be better brands. Like my mother one time was like, you don't use the Giant Eagle stuff, do you? It's so starchy. And I'm like, it kind of is. It really is. So we're not getting the sponsorship. So Taco, you've heard us talk all about pastas. Tell us about the pizza. How did it start? Do you go between locations as well?
personally?
Yeah.
No, so I'm locked in here. I started in about 2017,
Okay.
I think, give or take. Yeah, I've been here a while. And I started here actually bussing tables. And it was one day I had a little bit of extra time on my hands. So I asked the pizza maker if he needed help splitting firewood. Went down, split some firewood, fed the fire, and was just staring at it for like 15 minutes. and they offered me a job at the end of the shift.
Ah.
He's like, seemed like you're interested in at least starting the fire, which is, for a wood fire pizza, it's half the battle. So.
And is there a science behind how much wood is in there? Because the
absolutely,
heat is controlled.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. Yeah. So the way I do it, it's kind of old school, I guess, but I'll stick my one arm in the oven,
God.
and then I put my hand on the side of the oven, and then I kind of gauge it based off of that.
No kidding.
Chandler's
It's
like, right.
Because that's the only way to do it.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, we
That's
have
crazy.
a thermometer, but I honestly feel like I'm more accurate. I can maybe within 5 degrees, I think I could probably nail it.
Get out of town.
Yeah.
Oh, we should do that as a challenge. Huh?
I don't think you should do that as a challenge. I don't.
One
think.
more wine, please.
I will
maybe
have-
2 or 3 more. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll have the starchy pasta. I'm good. Yeah. That's cool though that it's become your thing. You've mastered your niche.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And even just to keep talking about the fire, it's like the size of the logs you put in matter too. Like everything. There's so many factors in wood fire pizza making. It's part of why I've turned it into the passion that I do have, because it's not just like,
Yeah.
turn
the
it
oven up or down. Yeah.
You have to really, it's a living thing that you have to maintain throughout a night, throughout a day. Because like when I come in and make dough in the morning, I have to start the fire because it takes time to, what I
We
mean?
didn't start the fire.
I start the fire every day.
So
that
then,
was good.
are you a dough twirler as well? Do you throw it up in the air, or
So
that makes
for
a
this specific style of pizza, I do not twirl
Okay.
because it is a personal pizza. It's smaller in size,
Okay.
but I also have background in New York style pizza, where I would just throw them up in the air and really get them going. But for this specific style, it's not really necessary.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't realize that. I thought all pizza got twirled, except for the square
No,
ones. of
so
course.
this is Neapolitan pizza. It's called the Neapolitan slap, and you keep it right on the deck and just slap it between your hands a little bit, a couple times, and then maybe put it on the back of your hands for a second, but you really
Yeah,
don't need to
I've seen that.
send
Okay.
it up,
Get out. Nice.
So it's John and Rachel. It's your Jagoff Late Night, and we do have to go to our Locate the Locator. But I want to come back and ask you. So as he just explained what it's like to do the slap, is there something with pasta that we should know? Is there a technique or a trick that would help people to perfect it? Because I was telling the story before you came on. People say like, "Oh, I want al dente." I have no idea what that means. I'm not that person.
So al dente just means like how long you cook it.
No, I mean I get it, but I don't know how to get it there.
Just cook it a minute less than you're
Wow.
like
He's-
Is that
supposed
right?
to.
Please
That's
tell
simple.
me you see his face.
Yeah,
He
so
just
if
goes
it-
to-
look,
He said,
if the,
Rachel.
if the box says 11 minutes, cook it for 10.
Who said I was
You
just
know
in
what
the
I mean?
box?
But no,
You know what I
like,
mean? That's Colin Chamberlain.
At the end of the day, like everybody kind of asks the same question, and I think that pasta it's much more of a labor of love. So like just kind of the only thing that I suggest to somebody making pasta at home is when you get your dough ball, stick your finger in it, and if it feels like Play-Doh, if you remember what Play-Doh feels
Yeah.
like, if it feels like Play-Doh or it feels wet on the inside and you pull it out and there's nothing on your finger, you're good. You're done. From there, you can make it as thick as you want, as thin as you want. It's really up to the person. It's an art form. It really doesn't.
We need to invite
At
him
the
over
end of
to
the
your
matter, it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
ravioli
we do
day for the
ravioli.
holidays.
Oh, I just taught a class at South Fayette on how to make raviolis.
Wow, I'm gonna have to
Maybe a
revisit that.
month ago.
Well,
or
let me
so,
tell you, if
yeah,
you come
so.
there, you're going to get taught a class because
oh.
baby Jesus is always in the middle of the table.
We put
Yeah.
a baby Jesus
and
statue in the
and nobody beats
Look at
Rachel's
Taco's
mom.
baby Well,
Baby,
Nobody beats
baby
Rachel's
Jesus
mom.
can watch me make ravioli all day long. Baby. That's fine with me.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Bring it.
Nobody wins the argument more than Rachel's mom, though. You just have to
Okay,
succumb to it and say
okay.
you're right.
Taco,
Well, hey, look, I'm real good at saying I'm right. Moving on, brother. I grew up in a family of women. So.
there you go. You're used to
we're
it.
good.
Taco, where can everybody find out more information, follow you, come see you, all that good stuff? What's your schedule like? We know what Chandler's is.
So my schedule here, I'm Thursday through Sunday, and I'm here all day. Outside of that, social media, Swayze Express on Instagram.
Of course, Taco.
What was it?
That's it.
Swayze Express.
Of course.
That's a reference
Another
to one of
story?
my. It's a reference to one of my favorite shows. It's called Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah.
Love that.
but
Yeah.
the
Okay. Understood.
Swayze Express. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
You're gonna find a lot of pictures of my dog.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, fair enough.
Nice.
But yeah.
We love it. And Chandler, any more classes coming up we need to know about?
Nothing I'm aware of. I just kind of do what the restaurant says. and
Yeah,
move
we
on
understand.
from there. So
Gotcha. Well,
Yeah.
awesome information. This definitely
Absolutely.
helps us.
Yeah.
And you can go to Pizzaiolo's website. You can go follow them on social media, or you could come down and experience it for all of your holiday needs. It's John and Rachel, you Jagoff Late Night.
UPMC Health Plan has helped support my health by simply being available, and I can reach out to a real person and get an immediate answer and not have to worry about a wait time. Coming from a life without having any insurance is a chaotic one, and it's a stressful one, and knowing that I have it is just a tremendous piece of support to have. I would absolutely recommend UPMC Health Plan to others because the ease of use, the immediacy, the availability, and those mobile apps which make my busy life a lot easier.
John and Rachel, welcome back to you. Jagoff Late Night has been long overdue. We have not seen Daisy Jade in way too long. We've texted a bunch of times and we've said we need to get together, and that's a joke because your schedule, you are all over the place.
You too.
And
you got,
it sucks that we don't get to see you, so we just invite you to come on so we can catch up. So nobody pay attention. We have a lot of catching up to do. No, I'm just kidding.
I literally will see you guys on your way to the car or
Yeah.
something. I'm like, oh wait, hey,
We do.
okay, bye.
We do.
We gotta go.
Right.
It's just because we're kind of a similar things, but
Yeah.
running around or doing, I don't
Sure.
know. But
And-
I miss seeing you guys.
Well,
Same.
we're missing you. We appreciate you bringing your +1, Perry.
Oh,
right?
He only swung by to
He swung by.
He swung by to drop off my stuff.
Okay.
Because I was rushing from the DMV. I lost my wallet, side note, but yeah, so I was at the
Yeah.
DMV way too long, and then I was like, I gotta get here for the
Yeah.
podcast. You gotta bring my stuff for rehearsal.
And God love him.
Anyways,
He's
yeah.
always there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he just kind of swung in, brought my bag, gave me a kiss, and pieced right up.
Love
So
that.
We know you from KDK TV.
Yes.
But you just got a big award, and now you're on the cover of a magazine. So let's just go catch us up. Like since we last saw you, all these
Oh
things
my
happened,
gosh.
right?
I don't even
Well, wait.
talk about
Let's
the
say
cover of
this.
the magazine
Let's say
first.
this.
Okay.
Let's say, do you have a junk drawer item that's not junk?
I do. At least I don't think it's junk.
Could we have
I would-
it? It's so not
I would
junk.
hope that it wouldn't land in the junk drawer. I
I
would hope it
know.
would land like more on the
And
Coffee table.
If you're listening
Gorgeous.
to the audio version, make sure you go to the video version because there is a picture of our friend Daisy right on the City Scene cover magazine.
Yes,
Daisy
Daisy.
Jade. It's a great cover.
Thank
now,
you.
how did all this transpire?
Honestly, I still do not even know. You know, imposter syndrome is a real thing because then I'm like, who am I? But a friend of mine, Aubrey Warwick, who has been on the show Pittsburgh Today Live, she's a fitness expert. I know that she was the previous cover, and she had been coordinating with the publisher, and he was like, I want to meet Daisy. And so she connected me with Elias, and we just met up, and I told him a little bit about my story. And I said, literally, I don't know what you would want to write about me, you know, because I was like, I'm just little old me. And he's like, oh my gosh, no, this is so much. And then turns out there's a freaking 10-page spread in the middle. A lot of pictures, but still
Yeah.
it was fascinating. And then Ashley L. wrote the article. I literally bawled my eyes out when I read it because I was at the airport on my way to the Dominican Republic. She sent me the draft, and I just was like, this was, first of all, she's an awesome author or writer, but it was just, you know, it's very rare when you get to like just absorb nice things that are said about you.
Yes.
And to appreciate like, wow, this is my life. This is what I've done. And yeah, it's been a hard road, but dang, like this was really it was like I was having an out of body experience listening to somebody about somebody else, but I'm like, oh my God, no, this is about me. And so it just meant a lot. Cause you know, sometimes you get to the point in your life or your career where you're just like, what am I doing? Or is there more or whatever?
Yeah.
And just to be appreciated for, you know, the struggle that it has been even just in life or just to get where I am and different things like that. But yeah, so he had asked me to be on the September issue, and I kind of did. I have to admit, I did a little bit of maneuvering because I was worried. I was like, well, it's not going to be like one of those where I'm sitting on a hay bale, you know, like happy fall, because fall is not my favorite. I'm a summer girl, but because September is kind of the kickoff to like all the Fashion Week, Pittsburgh Fashion Week, obviously New York Fashion Week, well, LA Fashion Week just happened, you know, Milan, all of that stuff. So, and the Emmys, like all that sort of thing kind of kicks off in the fall. And I kind of, help to maneuver the concept of, well, it would be really awesome if it could be about fashion, because that is one thing that I think that I'm kind of, known for, especially on PTL, is that I do a segment typically trying to be in character. If it's I always say, like, if it's about a 20s speakeasy or something, I'll show up as a flapper girl, and that's my acting background, my theater background.
Well,
so
that's what I was going to
love
say.
that.
What people don't realize, they recognize you obviously for PTL and your segments and being on and off site. But also, as we were talking when we weren't on air, I said, you're so charismatic. Any of the things that we've attended that you have emceed, you're always on point. You're always charismatic. You're completely in. And I think that's what's really important. And sometimes you do need to hear that.
Yeah. Well, I like to think of it as it's just exudes out of me because I'm very passionate about a lot of things, but especially about Pittsburgh, especially about and fashion or entertainment, lifestyle. And that's obviously what Pittsburgh Today Live is all about. And that's why even, I do a lot of red carpet things. We've all been involved with like Ecolution or the Pittsburgh Film Office. And I love doing red carpet interviews because that's always been my jam. Is I always dreamed of being on the E! News or even on a magazine cover, that sort of thing. So this is obviously a little girl's dream come true. But this dress, I would love to talk about that too. The dress on the cover is a design by Brian David. And he had actually designed this for Ecolution 2 years ago. And for those that don't know, Ecolution is basically a sustainable fashion show where they take items, whether it's pennies or
reused
plastic bags,
items.
CDs, and just turn into these beautiful couture gowns. This particular gown is made from the velvet that came from the seats of a renovation at Carnegie Music Hall.
What?
So I'm literally wearing people's butts, basically. I mean, I've been saying that the whole time, but
we know what our clip will be.
But it's, it's just an ode to Pittsburgh. The just history, fashion. I mean, but we are moving forward and we are becoming more of a hub for that sort of stuff.
Don't you love that?
I'm just very proud of it.
You
And then
should be.
even Diamonds by Rothschild, it's so funny. They definitely were like, yes, please, I would love for you to wear some jewelry here. Just pick whatever, and all you have to do is sign for it so you could take it with you. I did not look at the prices until I got to the shoot, and I was like, what in the world did I agree to this? Because this is like $50,000 worth of jewelry I'm wearing.
No kidding.
And I did not realize I was carrying that, and then I had to return that. I would not have done that or had the confidence to do that probably if I would have known the actual amount. But shout out to them for helping out with this beautiful, the jewelry, the outfit, and it's just
gorgeous.
Yeah, it was just such a, I don't know, it all tied together with my love for Pittsburgh, fashion.
So this was the first time anything like this has ever happened, right?
For
you've
a cover?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Like this,
And,
I mean, I've been in magazines or featured for something,
features,
but I have never been on the cover of anything where you could just walk by and people were sending me texts like, hey, I was at a coffee shop and look who's here. So, I mean, again, as a little girl reading my YM magazines or 17 magazine, always dreamed about.
But you
it. It's just
exemplify
really
Pittsburgh, and you should be on a Pittsburgh magazine because you truly do exemplify us, and we appreciate it. And unfortunately, you did not win the Emmy, but it was an honor to see what was up for. And I have to tell you, on the radio, we talked about it and had Bob McCutcheon come on. And so it was great to be able to tell the story, especially because you are so dear to us, and the fact that you were the one up for it, we were like, oh, this is so full circle. So
especially because,
it'll come.
Well, with Pittsburgh Today Live, of course, we know it's live. So a lot of the segments are kind of run and gun. They're a little chaotic, or can be. And not to say that it's not Emmy worthy, but of course you don't get to take your time. You don't get to craft it. So whenever I get an opportunity to tell a story where I can actually take time, really pour some love into it, especially because it was such a story that meant so much. For me hearing it, but also, to
tell
Bob
it.
and their entire family. So it was just so special to be able to have something like that be truly my first Emmy nomination. We've been nominated and have won awards for Fan Nation segments. but that was a little bit more of a collaborative effort. Of course, Jeff Rupert, you guys know, and he said hi, by the way. He, shot it and different things like that. But it just meant a lot.
Real
that
quick,
was a lot
we're
of
talking
fun.
to Daisy, Jade, KDK. And listen, we just have so many things to talk to you about, but where does everybody find you online? How about that?
Well, super easy. I'm one of those people that likes to keep it simple, so it's Daisy Jade TV. On
easy
all,
is that?
on all platforms.
Just follow.
And you're one of the few that have it on all platforms.
That's true.
Underscore off.
It's hard to find.
No numbers.
People change it up, or they,
We've
It's so
already
true.
got your junk drawer item, which
That's
is
not
not
junk.
really a junk
Yeah.
drawer item, but it is an item for us.
But it's
Where
something I wanted
can
to
you
pass
get
on.
it? Where can you get a copy?
It's actually a free magazine, so that's awesome too. You don't have to buy it anywhere, but you can find it at the Pittsburgh airport, a lot of coffee shops, Giant Eagles. So a lot of times it's where you see those, the free
Like
publications.
kiosks. Yeah.
So,
Okay.
well,
we lost that sponsorship because I said their pasta's not
Yeah.
good. So
But no,
maybe don't get it there.
But when you're in line, forego the M&Ms and get the magazine.
there you
There you
go.
go.
Yeah.
Right.
Daisy,
So-
we have a Rohrich Honda question of the day that we need to ask
okay,
you.
I'm ready.
This is like inquiring minds. So you heard us talking to Taco and Chandler, and pasta is a staple in most people's homes.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite kind? Are you a spring, a rigatoni, a capitelli, a linguine, an angel hair?
Great question.
It was John. It wasn't.
So growing up, I grew up with a single mom. So instead of always doing like chicken nuggets or whatever, I was a pasta girl.
Okay.
And my dad worked in an Italian restaurant. He worked it used to be Pasta Piatta, no longer around in Shadyside. But anyway, so I'm obsessed with Italian anything. But I used to make ziti every single day
okay.
coming home from school. Ziti with
ziti's
my
yours.
little 4-cheese pasta sauce.
Okay.
But I'm looking right now, right in front of me is stuffed peppers. And anytime I go to an Italian restaurant
I kept breaking
or
this, but I'm
anything,
eating it. Yeah.
if I see stuffed peppers, because I'm a spicy girl, I love that kind of stuff, I
You're in.
automatically order it. And here specifically, I order it every time because it's my favorite right here.
And that
Yeah.
one is your gift to go.
Yeah.
Some people we'll just let you have it because
I ate off your plate, but still.
That's fine.
Daisy, you are a gift to our city. We appreciate you being here. We have to make sure that you're on sooner than later. It's been too long.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining
It's
us.
so great seeing you both. Love you both.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
The NFL draft. The NFL draft. The NFL
What?
draft. The NFL draft.
Listen.
It is literally everybody's excuse for not answering a phone message. It's everybody's excuse for not getting back to an email in a timely manner. It's everybody's excuse.
In all seriousness, John and I have made it our ongoing joke that that's all you hear is that the NFL draft is coming and that we're prettying everything up. It's a good thing because we're using that as our impetus to get things read up, right? So we said, even Emsworth, you're in Emsworth, you're in Mount Lebanon, you're nowhere near the city, and people are like, it's for the NFL draft. And you're like, are you kidding me? We're in Emsworth.
Kids, why isn't the laundry done? The
NFL
NFL
draft,
draft. We're
yeah.
preparing.
There's no time.
There's no time.
Right.
And that voice you hear is one of our absolute favorite guests who typically comes on quarterly, but is so busy with the NFL draft that it hasn't been an exact quarter because you've been so busy. So Jerad, say his last name.
Bachar.
Yes, we've said it wrong.
Bum-ba-da-dum.
For a
Well done,
long
well done.
time.
Thank
you,
So
thank you.
for
And you're
joining
so
us.
sweet that you never corrected us. You're
Never.
just like, these schmucks just keep saying,
No,
that's why.
no. For another podcast, but I just got back my my results for a DNA study. You know, as you look at your heritage, my heritage that I've been talking about my entire life is not there.
Oh my God.
It's a
It's
farce?
completely different. Yeah. It's been actually quite
That's
interesting.
a teaser. Can you tell us what it is then?
So I grew up always thinking that we had a predominant German heritage on my father's side.
Okay.
None there, not at all. It was my mother's. So both of my grandparents immigrated from the Ukraine. So on my mother's side, it was always very clear that we had a Ukrainian background. But on my father's side, it was always supposed to be more German, but there was no German in the mix whatsoever.
That is
absolutely.
Isn't that crazy?
This just happened about 3 days ago. I was sitting there reading the profile, and I was absolutely shocked. Had to call my siblings just to make sure that they understood.
And now they're running to do it, right?
100%. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Just to prove you right.
So you're like, well,
funny.
maybe Oktoberfest isn't that much fun, but there's still beer.
Right.
Oh, that's
Now I don't
funny.
know what to do with my Lederhosen. I'm going to give them the Jeremy Waldron.
But listen, this is the perfect segue. But what is fun talking about the NFL draft, because that's literally what we've been talking about. Pittsburgh is
Right.
so proud. And
Absolutely.
you have to be proud. You most recently showed everybody the beautiful logo, what it was going to look like.
The new brand.
Yeah, the new brand. I mean, I say logo as if, but I
Yeah,
told you, it's so, the simplicity of the unveiling was just truly in Pittsburgh style. There wasn't this grandiose, it's a grandiose deal, but it made everybody feel like they were a part of it.
Yes, absolutely. And when we stop, and obviously we have a lens into all of the activities going around this one event, and keeping in mind the NFL draft is massive, and it's also has done a lot for the community as far as building civic pride and giving individuals and organizations, even civic organizations, city, county, state, the excuse or the impetus, the inspiration to get projects done by a deadline. There is nothing better than a deadline to inspire progress. So we're really excited about that. But we have a lens into all of the activities going on just to make sure that 72 hours comes off in the best way that it possibly can. And it is about telling Pittsburgh's story. The NFL has been incredibly supportive of everything that we're trying to do to tell Pittsburgh's story, including developing a brand that is a good representation of Pittsburgh. It's not just black and gold like all of our sports teams, of course.
Right.
They said we have to represent 32 different clubs, so it can't be just black and gold, but it has to be something that's beyond steel. We are the Steel City. That doesn't go away. You know, we lean into that moniker. There's a little bit of that, but it's much more than that. And I think the NFL nailed it. I think they understood the assignment, and they did an incredible job.
Yeah, I would agree. Again, just the day we were there, we saw the logos from a distance. Pretty interesting. We're like, then when we saw them up close and see that Andy Warhol offset print version, it just was amazing to see it up close. Like, you really get a fascination for really how much detail they did put into it, because I don't think people understand when you're doing a branding like this what really goes into it. Even the color palette that was up there, where they assumed it from the Strip District, right?
There's a mural in the Strip District, absolutely, that inspired a lot of the colors behind it. The Pittsburgh Arts Council has been phenomenal in working with us on this project, and helping us really get that inspiration from our local artist community. It's been phenomenal.
And that was one of the things that I noticed. You know, we know Pittsburgh is sports, right? But the fact that the artist community was brought into this, and see Patrick there was just
Patrick Fisher.
it was just so amazing. Like, you know, wow, this is a big deal, and the art it's involved.
But I want
more
to
than
interject and
sports.
say we have been so excited to hear that while we know we're a sports town, we are considered an arts town.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We do a lot of sentiment surveys, of course, with travel consumers in
Sure.
particular around the world. And certainly, you know, sports teams, in particular the Steelers, to be fair, they're probably, they have to be our number one associated brand when it comes to the city of Pittsburgh. But up there, high rankings, especially in international markets, is art and culture. When people think of Pittsburgh, they think of art and culture. A lot of that is associated with the Warhol, of course, which is phenomenal. But arts and culture is a big part of Pittsburgh's brand globally.
Yeah. Jerad, I know this is an awkward way to ask the question, but you're so good off the cuff. You are sort of at the helm of the conversation of the draft, and you're the face of it because you are the face of Visit Pittsburgh. When you're at a party, what is like the most commonly what do people want to know about the draft? And do you have to be like really tight-lipped, or are you trying to still kind of go through the process as you're learning? Because I'm sure you don't have all the details.
Well,
Not everything.
and more of it's coming to fruition, obviously.
Sure.
The number one question really is just, where's the stage?
Gotcha.
People love to know where the stage is going to be. Anybody that understands the draft or has seen it on TV or on any screen, they always see the stage. And the stage is such a beast, if you will, all
Sure.
by itself.
Right.
They will come in and build a stage, and in the context of Kansas City, for example, and Detroit, both of them are as big as a football field. Like this is a major infrastructure project that they will build from scratch outside of Acrisure Stadium. So there are.
Oh, so it's outside of the stadium.
It's outside
I
of
did
the
not
stadium.
realize that.
Yeah.
Okay.
The challenge with doing, and I don't want to say they've never done. They might have done one inside a stadium, but NFL does not like to do them inside a stadium because then it becomes a stadium event or a home game.
Sure.
It feels like a home game, and when you are creating an NFL draft, it's a festival. It's not a game. So people are there for hours. They're there throughout the day. They're there for 6 to 7 hours sometimes. Like you don't want people just sitting in a seat, just being comfortable and just kind of hanging out. You want the energy that comes with a festival impact. So it's designed to be a festival. So the NFL doesn't want this to be inside of a stadium. So they always build it outside. And it's typically never, in the case of Green Bay, of course, it was right next to the stadium, and Pittsburgh will be right next to the stadium. But Kansas City, it was not. The backdrop was Union Station in Kansas City. In Detroit, it was downtown Detroit, so it wasn't next to the stadium. So they typically aren't even close to a stadium. But right now, there are hundreds of people working on the NFL draft for Pittsburgh. Hundreds. When you think of planning the site itself, the stage construction, everything on the site there on the North Shore, all of the planning going into that, traffic studies, PRTs involved. The list goes on and on when it comes to traffic studying. But even our public safety officials, we have 17 public safety organizations on city, county, state, and federal level who meet weekly to talk about what do we need to do, what kind of resources do we need to bring together for this draft. There's tabletop exercises that are going on. There's all kind of risk scenarios that are going on for that to make sure that people are safe when they're on the ground. Downtown Pittsburgh is being planned from a decor standpoint, activations, companies coming out that really want to be involved. How do we make sure that our companies are displayed in full fashion in and around Pittsburgh so that we can help promote our local brands? Hundreds and hundreds of people are involved in this project.
We were talking to Jerad Bachar from Visit
Very well
Pittsburgh,
done.
not just from the big guy in charge, talking about the NFL draft. So, Jerad, we appreciate you took the time in November. Like, I don't know if you've even started your Christmas shopping yet at this point, your holiday shopping because you're so involved. Maybe you can use that as your excuse, the NFL draft. Sorry.
There you go.
Right. And get your shirt
it,
because, we have some questions for you. We don't really have a question of the day. But first of all,
where do we get that?
You got some pretty pretty good swag here, the NFL draft. And so just happened to ask for a friend, do you happen to have a junk drawer item for us?
We do. And I don't know, we're going to use the term junk drawer liberally.
Loosely,
Very loose.
Yeah.
Very
But we
loose.
do have two of the NFL draft, and this is the OG merchandise. So we brought you two of the 2026 NFL draft. This is, you'll have to debate over who gets this.
Yes.
This is my favorite hat. It's just styled so well. It's got 26 bold and bright on the side.
Yeah.
So it is really exciting.
It is sweet. Yeah.
But you can also get a lot of the new merchandise that's coming out that's based on the new brand.
Yes.
You can get that also in the pro shops and different stores.
Is that what I was going to ask you? Is it at the Visit Pittsburgh stores? No,
it'll be at the Steelers Pro
at
Shops.
the Steelers Pro Shops.
And also
Okay.
NFL Online.
All right. Look at Rachel claimed that beige hat. Like
Well, he said this is my favorite, so I knew it was for me.
Right.
Yeah.
But the 26 on the side.
It's a good
All right.
hat. It's a good
great
So
hat.
in the
I love
meantime,
it.
we have our Rohrich Honda question of the day.
Okay.
And you're familiar with how important this is to us. So you can't bag out of it. So we are at a pasta place here at Pizzaiolo Primo. We talked to the pasta maker. What is your favorite shape of pasta? And maybe there's a why, right?
Off the bat, easy to answer. It's fusilli, and it's only because I like to say it.
So I didn't know that's how it was said. So now you answered a question for me.
Is that how it's said? That's how I order it. No one has ever corrected me in a restaurant. I like it just because that's how you say it.
I love that.
I love
probably
that. I
pretty
love that
silly.
it was a practical answer too. It
silly.
wasn't just because it holds
From
a
a
lot more
Ukrainian
sauce
guy.
than the other guy. Or whatever. Yeah. Right, non-German.
Jared, we said this to Daisy, but we mean it as well to you. Truly one of our favorite people. We appreciate what you do for our city, and thank you so much for taking the time to be here.
No, it's an honor. It's an honor. Thank you for
Love
having
you.
me.
Thank you. It's
Thank
John and
you.
Rachel. Next up, we got some musical entertainment from Brandon Payne.
KB Plumbing. KB Plumbing. KB Plumbing. Ben! Wow.
What are we doing in here, John?
Ben, I can't get this to go. I don't know what to do with this. I don't know. I need like 22 liters per minute come out of there when I shower.
22 liters per minute.
Yeah.
Well, you got the wrong shower head on for
Okay.
22 liters per minute.
All right.
So what you want to do is there's a couple different options. Get rid of this guy. You can get yourself one with a nice one.
Yeah.
If you got stuck in this tight space, that
Yeah.
definitely work for, a little undercarriage cleaning, if you know what I'm talking about.
I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, get rid of this, get one of those, and then you should be ready to go.
Oh, man.
Can you watch where you're at next time you call me?
Yeah, this is kind of weird.
Yeah, thanks, pal.
I'm on my
the pee underneath the
own.
14th mattress. You felt it, right?
What is he talking
Right.
about? It's John and Rachel Jagoff Late Night, one of our absolute favorite musicians. Listen, musicians, I don't even feel bad that you know that because there's about 5 of them who are our faves. You're among them, Brandon Payne.
Well, thank you very much.
You're very welcome. And let me tell you why. We did a porch tour party at his house, and it was literally one of our favorites. You had some great people at that porch.
Oh, we had a wild group of people for
You
sure.
did.
We had a saxophone player. We had the
Yes.
percussionist. Do you know him? Do you know
I
our percussionist?
do know that guy. Yeah. But that was so cool, just the way everybody kind of came together. It was 2-layered, and we love whenever our guests, who we've known for quite some time, engage in some of the like nonprofit things and the charitable aspects. And that was great that you guys supported Zachary's mission. But we've not seen you since.
Yeah, and that was awesome. Zachary's mission was amazing. We went to the
Amazing.
gala last year. That was
Yeah.
such a wonderful event. Everybody
good
was
people.
They're good people.
Everybody's heart was in the right place.
Yeah.
And that's a good place. That's where I want to be.
But the
Yeah.
food
Well,
at
you're
your
good
house
people, too.
aside, this is probably
Yeah.
the best we've eaten at a podcast, would you say?
I love myself some Italian. That's for sure.
Did you try anything here while you were here?
Yeah, I did. The sauce is wonderful.
Yeah.
Noodles are great.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a very good place. I've been here once before.
Oh, okay.
And it was also once again. I bought I'm a pizza pepperoni guy. That's
Oh,
it.
sure,
Pepperoni.
so Sean.
okay.
Yeah.
It's like when you go to an Italian place. I want to try the red sauce, pasta.
Yes.
Make it simple first, then bring in the flavor, the craziness.
Okay.
So we came here the first time and we had a pie and it had cheese in the middle that you had to cut
Yeah.
open.
Oh, they were telling
and
us.
It looks
yeah.
like Olaf, right?
And I opened up my world and it was it was a-okay.
Yeah.
It was good.
Hey.
Yeah. Open up the world. No, that's so true.
It was like Narnia, pizza Narnia.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think pasta, or Italian really, anybody who's choosing a specific niche, like an Italian, forget it. Everybody has their specific go-to, and if you don't do it exactly like that, you're cut off, right? It's such a true thing. And so to come to a place that's that good,
I agree.
kudos to them. So we know that we get to hear you perform, but we got some really cool junk drawer items, and we wondered, did you bring us anything? Because it's been a while.
I do have a thing for you.
Okay.
And if you're looking to make a road trip,
Uh-huh.
it's a little bit out of the area. It's closer to where I'm from.
Okay.
But this is the I Love Lucy Museum.
What?
So
Do you know we do tours up to there?
Do you know this?
I didn't know that.
That is so awesome. Wait, you're from there?
I'm from closer to Corning, New York,
Yeah,
but I'm
okay.
from Mansfield, Pennsylvania. Is where I
Oh
grew
my
up.
Gosh, what the Lucille, the Desi Lucy Museum, right? I had to be very careful on that, right? Right.
That's hilarious. I did not know that.
Love it there.
Reception.
We work with the National Comedy Center, and we've done a bunch of tours where we
That
go to
is
this
awesome.
museum.
That's
But what I
so
love
funny.
it, which you don't know, is that I do love Lucy. So it is I Love Lucy Day, like in October, and so it's kind of cool that you're even doing this. It was just a
that's
month ago.
fantastic. You happen to have that in your junk drawer. That's awesome.
That
Yeah.
was my wife pushed that one because her dog of 18 years old dog was Lucy.
After her.
nice.
Yeah.
Now,
Nice.
did you go there as a kid? Were you?
No, I've never actually. We got that. We decided to stop on the way home.
Did you
I
love
went
it?
home in the summertime to play a couple gigs.
Yeah.
We never stopped.
Oh.
So, but
You need to
I know
go.
the information now, so now I don't need it.
Well, you have to go with us.
I'm paying.
Listen,
We'll bring you
we
up
could be
there.
your
We're
tour guide.
serious, yeah.
we'll be your tour guide on a bus tour.
That'd
Listen.
be great.
All right. So, do you want to answer our Rohrich Honda question of the day?
I would love to.
Because you called them noodles, but what type of pasta, shape of pasta is your favorite?
Oh, okay. So this is an interesting question. I'm going to give you two answers.
Okay.
The first answer is I'm addicted to wedding soup currently.
Okay.
It's like the
So
new thing.
ditalini.
So yep.
Yeah.
I know the name of it.
Yeah.
Okay. That one.
Pastina or
Pastina?
Ditalina.
Okay.
Yeah.
That one, and then I think, probably like a penne.
a penne.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm a penny person
because
too.
it's not like you can't slurp it too much. It's
Yeah,
not going to make
it's not
It's not
heavy.
going to be messy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's easy.
This is why I love Brandon Payne,
It's
and he's
easy.
in the top 5
Portion
musicians.
control.
Sorry. Yes, exactly. I struggle with portion control, but
I
yes.
could eat that with 2 penne per fork.
Yeah, there you go. Brandon Payne, where can everybody find out more information and come see you perform?
Thatpainfulmusic.com has I keep that updated with all my dates and everything. And yeah, that's kind of it. Yeah, I'm open for anyone who wants a private party or any gig or anything.
And he's done that. He's left a podcast and gotten a gig with us where we've been like, come do this thing. He's available. So check him out.
Absolutely.
It's John and Rachel, you Jagoff Late Night.
Hi everyone, this is Taylor Spirito with Visit Pittsburgh here to tell you the 412 to-dos. It's almost time for the most wonderful time of the year. The holiday season is just around the corner, and no holiday season is complete without a trip out to Phipps Conservatory and Botanical Gardens. Phipps Holiday Magic, which is their winter flower show, kicked off on Friday, November 14th. This year's theme, Wild Winter, invites you into a wonderland of whimsical wildlife and enchanting scenes. Prepare to be dazzled with new, breathtaking displays, brilliant decor, and floral masterpieces. Phipps Holiday Magic runs through January 4th, so you've got some time to go, but there's something special about going opening weekend, wouldn't you say? And speaking of the holidays, you want to know what's another tell that we're officially in the festive season? The UPMC ice rink at PPG Place opened on Friday, November 14th as well. I know you've been seeing it being set up over the last few months and thinking to yourself, this is too soon. There's no way it's ice skating season. Well, it is, and it will be until March. You can purchase your tickets through the PPG Ice Rink online or in person, and it's highly encouraged to purchase tickets online to prepay and guarantee your date and time. History is being made right in our backyard, and you can be part of it. On Saturday, November 15th, the Pittsburgh Riverhounds will appear in their first ever Eastern Conference Final at Highmark Stadium. With 2 wins away from the championship, Highmark Stadium needs to be packed on Saturday. Grab your rally towel and your coats. Prepare your voice and wear all black, since it's a black app. I'm so sorry for the fake Pittsburgh accent there. Tickets are still available for the game, but hurry because they won't last. And for any other events, festivals, performances, and more, be sure to check out visitpittsburgh.com. Until next time.
Hey, you Jagoffs. It's Brandon Payne, That Painful Music. This song is called Nothing Left to Lose. It's an original song. Hope you like it. Something just as pure as gold to keep me rushing in the shadow of my soul as I keep running the way I should be in search of nothing. It's the only thing I see till I travel down the road. A better treasure could be home. Years spent writing this down. Now you think you got it all, figured out. This slow man's only waiting on himself till he thinks he's got it all except the man who figured that there's never been anything to figure out. I hear something deep inside my mind, it keeps on calling. Oh, disconnected line, listen for about lost. Cause the world's had a way you'd have a fortune, but no one else could save till you travel down the road. No better treasure could be home. Years spent writing this down. You think you got it all, figured out. The slow man's only waiting on himself till he thinks he's got it all except the mind to figure that there's never been anything to figure out. But in all this hope for the hopeless, I know you never really search for what you find. Where the fixed still were once broken, but at least they had the story how they survived. So lose years spent writing this down. Now you think you got it all, think you got it all figured out. The slow man's only waiting on himself. Thinks he's got it all except the mind to figure that there's never been anything to figure out.
Nicely done. Nicely done. All right, Brandon. So, second floor in this little restaurant here. Pretty nice place, right?
Oh my goodness, does it smell good and does it look good?
That's me. You're right. You're right. You're
Because
right.
you're here. Brandon, it is always our pleasure to have you, and we appreciate you. Thank you so much. One more time, where can everybody find you, follow you, all that good stuff?
Thatpainfulmusic.com.
Nice.
YNE, PAYNE.
YNE.
And thanks to Jerad Bachar for coming on. Thanks
John
to
just likes
Jade.
saying his name now that he got it right.
Now that we know it, right? And thanks again to Pizzaiolo Primo. Remember, they are here all holiday season long. Come book your party here, or just come down and have a nice meal.
Yeah. I mean,
Thanks
we
to
won't
Tracy.
always be here, but we want to be here as much as we can. Thanks to Tracy, Monica, Michaela, and Johnny. Have an awesome weekend.
And Shannon.
Thanks, Shannon.